Okay. Craft, buddy.
Okay, good job.
What's up, Sitters? This is Bradford Douglas along with Joey Edge
Sitters, what's good?
and Chris Martinez
What's happening, man?
with producer Rolf, and we are Front Porch Sitting. And guys, how are you doing tonight?
Tonight.
Brad, you're off to a freaking hot start right now, dude. Talking through the intro, love that. And then tonight.
Joey started it, man.
To be fair,
To be fair,
look
what?
at that beard.
Wow.
Look at that. Oh,
When'd you get that done?
Mama.
Monday, yes.
Yeah, I went today actually.
Wow. I thought y'all
I
went
was
together.
say you look clean too.
That was cute.
Yeah, no, I went today. I texted Josh on the bus on the way back home. Actually, no, I did not. I texted him Monday night because we didn't leave until Tuesday. So I texted him Monday night after we lost, and I was
Y'all
like,
stayed Monday?
"Yeah." I said, "Hey, buddy, it's that time now. So anytime tomorrow afternoon or anytime Wednesday, I'm in." And so he gave me two options, and I was like, "Nope, you decide." And he's like, "Well, how about Wednesday at 4?" And I'm like, "Let's do it."
There you go.
There we go.
You both look so wonderful.
Thank you, Jake. I appreciate it, man.
What did Jake say, Brad?
He said, "What's up, dudes? New Brad." I feel like a new Brad.
New Brad.
You look like a new Brad,
Thank
man.
you. I probably
Wow.
needed to.
I was just talking with Coach Harrell, who's I found out why he actually is on this. Because he wakes up like somewhat insomnia around 9,
Okay.
watches the show for an hour. I don't know if this part's good.
Puts
we
him to sleep.
We put him to sleep. He goes
So
back.
he falls asleep to our voices.
Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, I guess you could say that. But he had planned to drag Brad for the beard.
Yeah.
Because we just expected it to be,
Bushy.
Where
and-
the wild things grow.
yeah,
Yeah.
gross.
Well,
But you look wonderful, man.
Thank
What's
you.
on this show tonight, Brad?
we're going to talk about Brooks Koepka. Had a very impressive win the other night.
Freaking love.
We are going to look at Noel Twitter going crazy. National title or bust.
He's reading it.
Yes, I am.
Word for word. Paraphrase it a little bit.
I mean, you guys are really good at writing.
Yeah. No, yeah.
We are going to talk about LeBum getting Le Sweat.
Oh my sweet God, he's reading it.
No, that time I looked at you, I had that memorized.
Good. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. And then there may be a topic 5. We'll get to that later. But before we get to any of that, we're going to talk about JW Weaponry. They are the premier gun store in the South, and they are always loaded. And John Woodley is just an outstanding guy. Go talk to him. Go get your 5% off. Mention the Front Porch. And, Joe, you want to give the number?
Yeah, number's 386-243-8587, the number to JW Weaponry. Like Brad said, they're great people, great prices. He's gonna do the best he can to get whatever you need done, and he'll do it. Shout out to John for being in Fort Myers along with Mr. Martinez there.
Yeah, I wouldn't have missed that. There's no way. There's just no way. I missed it last year.
Why you making me feel bad?
What?
You're like, no way. There's no way. Like,
And then I followed up with I missed it last year. I could
Okay,
not be
okay,
the one to
fair,
miss
fair,
it
fair.
2 times in a row. That's my guy. I can't do
Well,
it.
I missed it 2 times in a row, Chris.
Well, that sounds like your guilty conscience talking to you right now.
That's
Hey,
not Chris
that's
talking.
not
That's
me.
Tyler's,
This is-
Tyler's conscious.
this
I
is
did
you.
pay $11.99 USD to watch the game.
Man, boys, I'm like happy to be here. I'm excited, Sitters. We love you, but damn it, I'm tired, man.
Yeah,
So my eyes are a little bit low. I promise. I
I see
haven't.
you got your hat on forward tonight.
Because I noticed that my eyes were like extra low. Look at that. Like they're so low.
No, you're good, brother.
I'm just
I can't tell.
But the hat covers that up. Yeah, I'm tired, man. So Monday we went and watched, supported the Tigers.
Yes, sir.
In Fort Myers. That was awesome. Coach Bennett texted me and John today, and like you could tell he had time to process and thanked us both for being there.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. There's a bunch of Tiger fans there, but that was nice of him. Not surprised from Ace.
Yeah, I agree with that. There was a lot of Tiger fans there. It was pretty cool to see.
They talked about that on the broadcast. Fun fact.
Yeah, they did. I went back and watched it. I
Oh, did
probably
you?
should. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have. I went back to the hotel and watched it as soon as I got back. Almost wasn't the best way to process it. Probably.
No, you should have gave that some air.
Yeah, probably should have. Still not fully processed, I don't think. But yeah, it was really cool to see the purple and gold. There was a lot of purple and gold. A lot of people that I would have never expected to be there.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I agree. We'll talk about that because that's relevant. But so to explain why I'm so tired, Tyler. Then last night, my most perfect wife in the world gets me concert tickets to Zach Bryan, and that was literally one of the best shows I've ever been to. And I don't go to concerts. We just talked about this. So when I say
Besides
best
the
show,
one that you went to like a month ago.
Not even a month. It was like 2 weeks ago.
okay. But then before that, there was like a 20-year hiatus of concerts. Like I didn't go to concerts. I don't do concerts. I don't really like people. Like a lot of people, it's
Yeah.
not my thing.
But concerts are cool because like you're all there for like one thing.
We have
It's
the
kinda
same.
like sports.
We got the same mutual interest.
Yeah, it's like sports.
Yeah, like there's nobody there that was not a Zach Bryan fan.
Yeah, there's no one there that's
Yeah,
like
'cause you
chirping
would go.
because-
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like it was so good. And then like my friends went but anyways, that makes for like long like that trip to Fort Myers, buddy. Oh my god.
That's a haul.
buddy. It's like 3 different
Wouldn't know.
Yeah. That's like 3 different places for like insane amount of traffic.
Yeah.
On one drive.
Right.
So okay, 4 hours and 30 minutes if you want. Okay. Whatever.
I also want to petition
Maybe at midnight.
What is it? The FHSAA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we play this thing at high school baseball stadiums?
They're gonna go to the lowest bidder, which that happens to be the Twins, I guess. Was that the Twins?
Yeah, it was the Twins.
Dude,
I thought it was wild. It was a great ballpark.
Gustafson has 2 home runs that game. If it's at any high school baseball park in America.
Who does?
No doubt. No
That
doubt.
ball hit the center was smashed.
He smoked it.
Yeah.
If it was just a little bit to the right or left, it's gone.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're here.
Sorry.
We're happy.
Long day for you?
Long day for
Two long days.
Yeah.
Monday and Tuesday.
3, and then today, like my job doesn't end as a teacher or coach. We know it does not end at 3 o'clock.
Right.
I had to meet with a kid, one of our kids, a student at Columbia High School, football player, just to make sure like he's on the right track. Me and a position coach met with him, took him to dinner, making sure like everything is in line where it needs to be.
Everything is?
Yeah, it is, of course, absolutely. But it doesn't end at 3.
No, it never does.
You know, so
You're 100% right.
but yeah, academics have to be in order, and I think we have an understanding now.
Good. It's always
Very,
good.
very clear understanding.
Yeah.
There we go. That's great. So let's go ahead and jump right in. A big golf tournament last weekend. Brooks Koepka won it.
I want to backtrack if you'll allow.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can we talk a little bit about the Tiger Run?
We can.
Like I thought, so sitters that are here, a lot of you are alum. Some of you that are not alum, like you have to understand you love Joey, so you support him and what he does. And he's the baseball coach at Columbia High School. I thought for sure that this is one of my more, I won't say favorite. Ben Edge is my favorite baseball player. Columbia High School. I got to get that correct. Aiden Phillips, I love Aiden, but Ben Edge is my guy. He's my favorite. That was a little bit of an oversight from a week or 2 ago. But your team as a whole, I told Coach Bennett this today, I love how they played for each other.
Right.
And it was evident. It was very, very evident to see that they played hard in for each other. Like I thought that was extremely refreshing to see in an era, in a time where it's me.
Right.
And baseball is a tough sport. That actually is good, Tyler. Baseball is
Been doing this a little while.
yeah, I'm proud of you. But I thought your team played, and Coach Howard's team, and all of you coaches have done a heck of a job because they bought in. Like you could tell they literally were playing for each other and for the school, which makes me as an alum and all the other alum that were there extremely proud.
Yeah. So, yeah, Coach Howard's team. You said that, but I'm going to reiterate it. It's definitely his team. He did a really, really good job of. I mean, he does. That's what he does. He's been here for 2 years. We've been to Final Four 2 years. That's not a coincidence.
Right, I agree.
The guy coaches baseball. But what he does so well is he gets the guys to buy in, and that's what they did. It may have taken a little longer than we wanted for all of them. I mean, the starters had bought in for a little while now. They knew that they had a chance to be special, but it took till late in the season for everybody, for 19 guys to be ready to roll in the same direction. Yeah. And that's what we preached from the beginning. And it like I said, it finally clicked. And when it did, man, I don't know if I've had more fun coaching baseball than I have the last month of the season.
I've seen you coach a lot of baseball.
Yeah.
And I would dare to say no.
Yeah.
That was as engaged, as excited, as passionate about the game as I think I've seen you. I've coached with you.
Yeah.
So I and not that you were disengaged before.
No.
But,
I mean, I do feel like I'm usually engaged, but it felt different. It was definitely a different feel around this one. But yeah, it was a joy to watch them kind of grow together.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean they're 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. They're going to have some areas where they don't love to be around each other, but for the most part it was it was 19 guys rolling in the same direction and ready to go. And even like we went down 1-0 in the state or in the semifinal game to American Heritage, and Josh has given up one earned run all year. Mm-hmm. He's given up maybe 3 total this year.
0.16 ERA.
Yeah. So to go into that game and then
That's
give up
nuts.
one in the first,
Yeah.
and he didn't have his best stuff. Josh did not have his best
He
stuff.
didn't have his best stuff.
But he competed.
He freaking battled.
He battled. It was hot.
He did.
It was so hot. Why was it so damn hot?
I don't know. It was hot last year too, but it just he without having his best stuff to compete the way he competed, I can't say enough good about him. And then, like I said, when we went down 1-0, it was like, okay, we got punched in the mouth. How are we going to respond? And then immediately Hayden Gustafson's first pitch he sees goes over the left field wall, and it's like, that's how we respond.
When I hit it, when he hit it,
Yeah.
I looked at John and I said, I was yelling like, "Go ball, like go!" And then I realized, oh no, that ball is plenty gone. Like we don't have to worry about that thing coming back. He ain't going to get hit.
Well, it didn't go out by much,
He hit it a ton though.
but he hit it a ton. I mean, it's 330 down the lines and 405 down in,
I was
in
gonna say,
dead
reminder,
center.
this is a major league ballpark.
Right.
And
yeah.
it goes. The announcers actually talked about it in
Yeah.
the broadcast how quickly it goes from 330 to like 385 in the gaps.
Yes.
And then it rounds off there, and then 385 to 330 to the right field line. It's a huge part.
Yeah. It's big.
And their center fielder, we talked about it off air. Their
Oh,
center
my.
fielder made some freaking plays, man.
Dude, he made him look
he was good.
routine.
He did.
That's the thing is like he
His
made him
range.
look so easy. Like I truly think we had the two best defensive center fielders in one game. Like as far as like the both of them combined, I don't know that you can find two better in high school defensively. I really
Listen, the ball he tracked down, I think Fernald maybe hit it in the gap, shallow
don't. To left center.
to left center.
Yeah.
I said this is a double,
I did too.
and I was thinking, and if he can run, this is a triple
And he can.
because this ball was going to go to the wall. Like it was a do or die. He probably shouldn't have treated it like a do or die, but he did treat it like a do or die. He went and caught the ball like relatively easily. He didn't have to dive.
Like he slowed up
I'm
a little
like,
bit to catch it.
what the freak?
How about Josh gets to first base and he rounds it and he goes back to first and he kind of looks around and he asks Bennett, he goes, "Did he catch that?" And Bennett said, "I'm not sure." And so they had to ask the umpire, "Did he catch that?" And the umpire didn't say anything, of course. And eventually they figured out that he caught it and they were like, "Golly."
Well, that was a rope.
Yeah. And
Like,
then
he
the
shouldn't
ball
have
that,
caught that
No
ball.
idea how he caught that.
No, shouldn't
and then
have
the
caught
ball that
Hayden hit.
Hayden hit, the ball that Bowers hit, he tracked them both down. He was really, really good,
it. Yeah,
man.
he was very, very good.
Football
defense.
player, too.
Oh, is he?
Class of 2025 football player.
He also had an incredible bunt too.
He did.
That was a good baseball
Golly,
team.
they did.
Let me ask you
were
this,
pretty
Joey.
good.
Let me ask you this, then we'll get off because I didn't want to spend too long on this. Does it? This is not fair because I know your answer already. Is it any relief that the team that beat you went on to win? Or like, does that make it easier? Does it make it better?
No.
The answer is no, but the answer is yes to a fan.
Yeah.
As a fan, it is. It's yes.
No, because I truly believe if we play our best and they play their best and we do it, or not even best, if we just play them 5 times, that same lineup versus that same lineup, we play them 5 times, I think we beat them 4. But they beat us the one that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you watch the game, the first 3 innings, every ball Columbia hit was barreled.
Yeah.
Every single
Yeah.
one. Just right at guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was it Fryer that hit a
Just to the shortstop.
hard liner to shortstop,
Yeah.
backhands it, stops on a dime, throws a bullet to first base, one hop. I mean,
It was low too. He knew what he was doing. Like the trajectory was so low on purpose.
it was
There-
a great play.
He's going
I
to
mean,
Florida
the ball,
State.
Yeah.
ball was hit good. Several balls hit with the right field. Center fielder we talked about. It's like
I just
it's
thought
one of those games that just didn't fall your way.
for me
Right,
as
yeah.
a fan, I'm happy that like you lost. If you're going to lose, and we had to lose, well, we know that was the outcome. That we lost to the team that
won the state
eventually
championship.
won it all.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
lost to the champion.
They're a really good team.
You daggum right.
Yeah,
They were really good,
They were
man.
so complete.
They're really they were so complete. They have, I mean, 4 of their guys are sons of major leaguers, so that helps.
They
By the
made-
way,
yeah, they
when-
talked about that a lot, right?
When they said
they
it
did.
was Manny Ramirez's kid,
Yeah.
and then Ortiz was next, I thought, oh my goodness.
Then Rafael
Are you
Furcal?
kidding me?
Yeah,
I thought it was Poppy's
I
kid.
thought it was Poppy too,
I was
but it
like,
was not.
holy cow.
Oh, that's why he was so much smaller.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
That wasn't David Ortiz.
No, it was another
not
Ortiz.
the David
But his dad also played in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Rafael Furcal Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
His dad was one of my favorites growing up. So
My last
Everybody
takeaway on
did.
this from them is their pitcher. He freaking dealt.
he did. He was good.
He got
He
better as the
pitched.
game
He
went on.
pitched backwards.
Yep.
Slider, and he was throw like 18 sliders in a row.
He had such a tight
We knew that,
off-speed
though.
pitch.
He had good command of that thing, though.
That was the last thing I told our guys, and like the first thing I told them in our meeting right before we went out to take the field. Let's get Coach Howard one more game.
Yeah.
Let's do that. The second thing is this guy's going to throw a breaking ball in any count and every count. Be ready for the breaking ball. He loves it. He's going to throw it. We saw that. We knew that. 2 things. One, I felt like we had a good game plan going in. I also thought that they had a good game plan going in. They did their homework. Those guys, their coaches, they did their homework. They knew that we hit the ball well.
Y'all hit fastballs.
And they knew that we hit fastballs. and they played their guys as deep as they could play them in that park.
Mm-hmm.
And we hit them as deep as we could hit them, and sometimes it just didn't work out in our favor. But they had a play where they knew our catcher liked to back pick. And so then we throw the ball to second. He takes off to third.
No hesitation.
No hesitation.
That's
They knew that.
Great coach ball.
And that's what Hayden said afterwards. He's like, I don't even know. I can't do anything about that. It's just an advanced level play, and it was an advanced level play, and that's sometimes you have to tip your cap, and that's what we have to do. We have to tip our cap to them. They definitely won the game.
Y'all did not lose to a bad baseball team.
No, we didn't.
Very good baseball
and I don't
team.
feel like we lost the game. I think they won the game.
They won it.
Agreed.
I
And
agree.
that's the part that makes me feel a little bit better because they won the game and we competed for 21 outs. We didn't stop.
100%.
We didn't stop competing, and I love that. About us.
100%. You can be proud about that.
Yeah. I wanted to say something about Fernald because when you go into that game and you've only allowed one earned run, you get punched in the mouth like that. Boy, oh boy, it would have been real easy with that pressure and that moment, all the adrenaline rushing, to let things slip out of control. And he didn't have his best stuff, but he consistently found ways to get outs. It's
It's a dog.
That's like the sign of like a good pitcher. Like when you don't have your A stuff, can you still get outs?
Freaking dog.
He was good.
UCF, University of Central Florida. You're getting a dude.
Yeah.
You got somebody that is special.
Stole one.
You stole one. Congratulations on that because he's like that. Couple of things, just quick thoughts real quick. First of all, I talked about it earlier because the city of Lake City, the community of Columbia County, dude, thank you guys. It was truly unbelievable. There's so many people that showed up to a lot of games that I never would have expected to see there. And I think that group made a lot of fans out of a lot of people. So that was pretty cool to see. The emotion after the game was pretty intense.
Yep.
I talked to you about it, and I wanted to come talk to you, but wasn't happening for me then. I'm not usually an emotional person after losses or even when seasons end because that's the way life works. The season ends and you move on.
Yeah.
That one was a little different. I think a lot of it was because Coach Howard didn't get to coach his last game this year, and that's and Live Oak was in the house. That's right. But Coach Howard didn't get to coach his last game. That was a lot of it for me. But just knowing what the type of player that Hayden Gustafson is, the type of player that Josh Fernald is, the type of player that Braden Thomas is, and Matthew Dumas and Carson Palmer, and the type of teammate that Drew Bennett was, and the type of teammate that Waylon Fulford was, like those seniors, it was difficult to watch it in that way. And then we go into that little media room or whatever, and just to hear Hayden and Josh too, but Hayden explained it really well in the little media room. I wish I knew how to get to that, but. Like him just, the first question that Jordan asked was about the emotion. And, I gave my answer. And then Hayden started talking, and he was like, I only got to play with Josh for 1 year, but I've known the guy forever. Like Braden Thomas was in there with us, and he was like, he said, I've known Braden my whole life and played with Braden. And to know that I'll never get to play with these guys again, like it's that moment that it sinks in, and you know this, and everybody that's played high school sports knows this, like, even if you're going to play college, anything, whatever that sport is, it's so much different because that's not the people that you grew up with.
Yeah.
Like you can make that special bond with anybody, but you can't replace 17 years of whatever that that friendship. And this group had a special bond for sure. So happy for them for getting that far. And I know eventually right now, I think it's still a little bit fresh and it's not as easy to say it was a great run. It's easy to say, man, what could have been, but no, it was a special run, and I'm very excited that I was able to be a little tiny part of what went on there.
Okay, humble guy. Yeah, I agree.
I can't see what that says.
Yeah, there's a heart there.
Why is the heart there?
I don't know why.
Y'all tell some friends to jump in. Just drop some viewers just now.
Congratulations, Joey, man. It was fun to watch you and watch the team, man. We're really, really proud of you here on the front porch and part of the community. I know everyone's very proud.
Nobody died. That's okay. You sound so somber right now. We're so proud of you.
Well, Joey was over his speech. It was touching.
I know. So it was talking to his guys, but now we're moving on.
Say something so that
we can be happy there. We're trying to answer your question there,
It
Clayton.
says Howard got a game can.
Yeah, he got a 2-game suspension. He got ejected in the Lincoln game, and rightfully so. He should have been ejected because
It was bad.
umpiring was bad. I don't. You can.
Yeah, we don't need to do that again.
No.
we need to move off.
Yeah. But so he got ejected in that game, got a 2-game suspension, so he did not coach the Clay game or the American Heritage game, and that's that.
All right, well, y'all ready to move on to some
Got a
golf
2-game
now?
can. There we go.
Yes, let's do some Brooks Koepka. But before we do that, we need to make sure that you are definitely subscribed. That's important. We got to make sure you like it, okay? Like it, subscribe it, turn on the little bell down there, and then please, podcasters, y'all come and interact with us. This is too much fun. And we're about to get into the meat of the show.
Yes.
Steak and potatoes of the show, baby.
That part.
Yes. So,
Hey, did we put this on Facebook yet?
I put it on Facebook.
Oh, boy. Oh, you did it just your personal account?
Yeah.
I'll do it, too.
so Brooks Koepka.
Brooks Koepka, baby.
He won another one. Big win, apparently.
Number 5.
I don't follow.
Big win, apparently.
I don't follow golf like y'all. So
Okay,
I'll
you
go
got to
ahead
pretend to. You got to pretend to on the podcast.
Fake it till you make it, Brad.
So I'll go ahead and give my answer, and then I'll let the people who actually.
No,
know
you're
a lot more
you're an
than
expert,
me.
too. You're an expert.
I am an expert. My expert opinion says yes, he is an all-time great.
Well, you got to ask the question.
Jesus.
To answer the
he
question.
answered the question.
Bradford is playing Jeopardy right now.
Yes. He answered the question without asking the question. So
Is
for-
Brooks Koepka an all-time great?
Is Brooks Koepka an all-time great? Before we get into that,
yes, please.
does it bother you that he does nothing with Florida State? Like, he doesn't talk about him. He doesn't wear gear. He doesn't. Like, he had orange and blue shoes on at one point this weekend.
Yeah, I know that in his Pardon My Take, really good podcast, we're friends of the show, probably.
I mean, if Taylor Swift
Yeah.
listens to the show.
Yeah,
Drake
yeah.
listens
So he went on their podcast. Plenty of Heineken's deep, and I know it's Heineken's because that's what they were pouring in the Wanamaker Trophy. He goes in there and he had a hat, Joey. He had a hat that said Tally on it.
Okay.
It was upside down. Cool hat. Kind of want it. No, it doesn't bother me.
We
It-
should have put the Florida flag behind you with the Florida hat on tonight.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I didn't want to go like all Florida. I didn't want to go all Florida.
That
But
makes sense.
I'll tell a story about this hat before we get too far. Well, later. Wait. It'll be topic 5. Topic 5 is the hat.
Okay, cool. I'm in.
So, no. To answer your question, Joey, no, it doesn't. Do I wish he did a little bit more? Yeah, but I don't really care about Florida State golf.
Right.
So, like, it'd be like if Jalen Ramsey disowned Florida State. Not that Brooks is disowning, but if Jalen Ramsey act like it didn't, like
it didn't exist or whatever.
that would probably bother me a little bit because I care about Florida State football. But no, not really. Honestly,
Not a big thing.
No,
I'm cool
not
with
to
that.
me. Not to me. I love Brooks Koepka though.
What about, real quick, Chad, I need you to answer that question too, because I know Chad's a golf guy. So, yeah, does he said he donates a lot to FSU golf.
I about to say I think he does. I
And
just
he
don't
did say
think
yes
he's.
right
I
there,
don't
too.
think he's in. I don't think he's like in their face. Like obviously he's not. We would
Right.
I
know.
can respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Billy Horschel
Oh, yeah.
talks a lot about the University of Florida.
He
and
has
his
the gator
respect-
on his back.
Right, yeah. Victor Hovland, Ricky Fowler, all those guys, Justin Thomas, like they all talk about where they went to
The
school a
Georgia
lot.
boys,
Jordan Spieth.
Georgia, yeah, a lot of the Georgia boys.
Yeah.
Texas Longhorns.
Yeah,
Alabama,
exactly. Yeah.
Justin Thomas.
A lot of those guys do, and Brooksy just doesn't really do that. So,
Yeah, I agree. I love that. Let's get to that. Do you think, Joey? Do you think he's an all-time great?
I think he has to be an all-time great. I don't think it's a choice at this point.
He's definitely an all-time great majors player.
I think he's an all-time great competitor. I'm so good with saying that.
I think so.
He's an all-time great competitor. Like when he wants to go win, like in the big ones, like when the stakes are the highest.
And he
that's
said that
when-
from the
That's what I'm
beginning.
saying. He's one of the all-time great majors players.
And
He has said that from the beginning, though. Like he's like, regular tournaments. Okay, cool.
I play to win majors.
I play to win majors. That's what I mean.
100%. He says that.
Yeah.
So
I don't have a problem with it.
And guess
For-
what? He does.
For me,
He does
Yeah,
win them.
probably an all-time great, and especially for me, he's an all-time great.
Yeah,
That's me.
He realistically should have won the Masters too. He choked that.
He did choke that.
100%.
He was,
He should be
and here's the other thing.
Although
Like,
Tiger won that too.
No, this year.
this year he finished second.
Oh, I forgot about this year. I thought you were
Yeah,
talking
he
about the
blew
year
like
that
a
I thought.
three-stroke lead.
I thought you were talking about the year that
Who
Tiger.
won? Scheffler? John Rahm.
Rahm.
But Rahm was hitting freaking golf shots though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He but they were in the same group. And,
They were in the same group, and I think
Koepka
Rahm
choked it a little bit.
scored- His finishing score was where Koepka started the day, I believe. If I'm correct. I could be wrong.
Give that nugget. Give that nugget. This is what the sitters come for. Clayton's.
The top one that says Brooks not an all-time great.
No, the bottom one that says Brooks.
Brooks came to the course a few times when I was there, always supportive, and watched played practice rounds. That is pretty cool. Zach Maxwell said making the executive decision that FSU cares more about Brooks Koepka than Deion Sanders as of today.
1,000%. I've been there. Like I'm big Brooks. Brooks is okay, ladies, we love you. But Brooks is a man's man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
I
Yeah.
mean, like I would hang out
hate
with
it.
that guy.
I hate it so much because he's from FSU, but
Yeah.
he's a cool dude.
Well, you can pretend not to know, just like he pretends not to know that he's from Florida State. No, he's a cool guy. I like him. He went to the Panthers game. He had him on some version of Adderall or cocaine. He had
both.
Video that was posted
He didn't
on
blink.
Twitter.
He didn't blink. Yeah. He was locked to freaking.
He was locked in.
Go Panthers. They're behind us. They're still playing. We'll talk about that. That could be topic 6. No, I think at this point, because of the tournaments that Brooks has won, he's an all-time great.
Yeah.
Do I think he is the GOAT? Do I think he is the all-time great? No.
No.
We can't even have that conversation.
No, we're not. Yeah, he's not even. In that
We're
discussion.
not even close. That's the part that makes like all-time great kind of hard. Yeah. Like where's he at on a list?
I was
on
just
a
about to
list.
say like this or that. Like Justin Thomas, it's Brooks, right?
I think it's Brooks. Yeah.
Jordan Spieth,
Brooks.
Yeah.
Brooks. It is hard to like keep in mind how great Jordan was for like a year and a half. He's been not great since.
But yeah, I'm a
Rahm.
Discussion.
That's tough.
That's a
Scotty.
discussion.
John Rahm is world
Brooks.
number 1. Scotty
Other than
Scheffler,
Scotty?
Brooks, yeah, Brooks.
Brooks.
For right now, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Career-wise.
if Scotty does it for 3-4 more years and wins some more,
Yeah.
wins more
Agreed.
tournaments, yeah. But
Agreed.
Scotty's on a 1.5-year run right now. That's
Jordan Spieth level.
a silly 1.5-year run, but it's only a 1.5 years.
I'm trying to think of guys.
Why does Joey look like he's about to record a feature on the Real Slim Shady? I
know.
noticed
Might
the
be.
chain. I noticed the chain 3 weeks ago, and I told Kelsey I wanted one. But I was like, I can't do this now because Joey has it. Like, that's a true story. I
We can
swear.
get 4 of them.
Stole this one from Benton, so just so you're clear.
Okay, well, you're iced out right
But this,
now,
but,
like
this
Maxwell
but I've
said.
had it. I usually have it like this.
No, hell no. It's all since you've had it on, it's been out.
No, I
No.
normally have it like this.
No,
I did
I've
it a couple
noticed
weeks
it.
ago like this because I took a shower right before and I didn't want it to be wet right here, so I kept it on the
Why
outside.
will it turn green?
No,
Oh,
it just
okay.
I don't like the wet. I don't like
Okay,
it being wet. Right
okay,
there.
okay, gotcha.
And so I did it then like a couple weeks ago, and then tonight I forgot it was out.
yeah,
that's all.
No, it's been like
Anyways.
that. I'm just saying it's been
Anyways.
like
Rory McIlroy.
that. Ooh,
Rory.
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 But I
But
think
it's close because
it is
because
close.
Rory's numbers and Brooks'
It's
numbers
Rory.
in majors
It's Rory.
aren't far off.
Brooks has more.
Yeah,
Brooks has more.
But-
He's been playing golf like. a
but
third
Rory
of the
has
time.
more overall wins.
Brooks doesn't care about those. So
I-
if he cared about those,
Yeah, no, I agree. Hey,
All
Chad
right.
Hunter says he built their locker room, paid for the 4 TrackMan bays, complete club works. He's paid for a lot.
So he financially.
So yeah, he gives back to
Put
Florida
the money
State
where
golf.
his mouth is, and or
I'm
where his
cool with
mouth
that.
isn't.
I'm
I am
actually
cool.
I'm actually probably better with that.
Yeah,
He doesn't want the
100% agree.
attention. Just Florida State golf does. They don't need help with the brand. Like nobody really cares. They care, but
he's 2 majors away from being top 10 in majors wins ever.
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 All right, give me some more names, and then let's move off.
There's really not many.
So there you go.
He's so far ahead
So
of
that's
so
why he's an
many
all-time
guys.
great. That's why he's an all-time.
So
great.
wait,
all-time
what was the last thing you just said? I
He's
was reading
2
Trey's
majors
comment
away
there.
from being in the top 10 all time to being at 7th.
Terry Hunter or Brooks? Give me Terry Hunter all day. That's not even a question. That's real
Did you
talk.
see Chan put Bobby Creek in there early?
I did see Bobby Creek in there earlier.
Michael Block. What a hell of a
Michael
story.
Block, an all-time great. Count me in.
What a hell of a story that was.
That's really cool.
Really
Did you
fun.
see the call that he got to play in the as
Yeah.
the Colonial coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was a cool moment.
Big Michael Block fan.
The fact that he got to play with Justin Rose on Saturday and then Rory on Sunday.
Yeah, and he got.
Dude. Yeah.
I thought
And
their
he
coverage, PJ's coverage was unreal. Like of all of that,
I agree.
it was perfect.
I thought it was really good.
Did you see the? Did you see the commissioner of the PGA like kind of like snub Brooks a little bit?
Nah, I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
I haven't been following it. How did he get to play in that? I didn't know that.
He's
was
allowed
a
to
thing.
play in all majors.
Who?
Live golf.
I didn't think
Live-
I didn't know the live guys were playing in the, like.
They can play in the.
I
Yeah,
thought
they can
were
play in the
playing
mi-
all
because
over the PGA Championship.
No, the PGA Championship's not really a PGA sponsored event either.
No.
It's not a PGA sanctioned event. I mean, yeah.
Yep.
So that's why.
What we got, Brad?
We're going to talk about Florida State and the my huge expectations for next
That's
season.
me. I did this.
You did this?
Yeah, I
Yes.
did this. I put this in there.
But
Oh, I
before
know.
we talk
I love
about them, let's talk about Brian Sports. They are the best sporting goods store around, and Brian's just a cool dude, man. You can really go talk to him. Ask for your 10% off knowing the front porch, and he will give it to you. And Joey, you want to give him the number?
Yeah, number 755. Excuse me, 0570. The number is 386-755-0570 to Brian Sports. Another guy that was a big supporter of Columbia High baseball this year, along with every other sport, because that's just what he does. But him and his wife, Amy, great people. You really don't get better. So pleased to be in partners with them. and thankful for their support of us and Columbia baseball and everything else in town.
All right, so before we go off Brian Sports, did you okay, rewind. 707 Flag Football Days, Brian Sports, you and Brian, Shane, and Kyle Dix and everybody played together.
Yeah.
Terrence Harrell played on y'all's team.
I had no idea.
He did. He played on y'all's team. Did a guy named something Henderson, a black guy named some last name Henderson play on y'all's team? You might have been too young.
I may have been. That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah. We'll get to that, Dad. But yeah, he played with y'all. Demetri Jackson played with him too.
That had to be before me.
It was
I
before your
would have
time.
remembered that.
Yeah, all of them played.
Or they may have been playing because I played against them too. But I think you played with me when I played
I
against
played
them.
with you, but I don't remember playing against them.
Did you
We
play
did-
7-on-7 against them?
We played against them at Memorial.
I know at Memorial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Those were some fun games. It was you, me, Cody Horn, and we were a little
Hunter
young.
Allen.
Yeah, Hunter Allen.
We were young.
Alex Carswell.
Yeah, we were young.
Well, we were good now.
We beat everybody in the league but them.
Yeah, we could not beat them. They had
First
system.
game was close. Second game was not. Third game was worse.
Yeah, they had a system. Like we were new to the game.
They were a well-oiled machine.
They showed us how you're supposed to play.
Yeah.
Pissed us off though.
Anyway,
way more athletic than them. Why the hell are they doing this to us? Anyway,
said I hated them.
Sherm played too. Yeah,
Sherm played with
too.
us. Yeah.
He played with CYSA.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah,
Sherm played against us at Hopeful.
did he?
Yeah.
Did we recruit him?
Nope. So
He's from Live Oak, so
let me
I
tell you
wasn't
about the very off subject completely here, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. Very first time I met Sherm, hey Beth, very first time I met Sherm, well I guess the second time I went to PT. I had shoulder surgery. Went to PT.
Yeah.
It was like the second or third visit. He goes, "Bro, I know you from somewhere," and I was like, "Man, I don't know." And he thinking about it. He goes, "Hopeful Baptist Church play 4-on-4 flag football." I said, "Yep." He goes, "Yeah, I was on blah, blah, blah team." And I was like, "Oh, okay." He said, "You was cooking my boy all night." And I was like, "Yeah, that was me. I did that. That's what I did."
Fun fact, that was the first time I ever met you was at Hopeful when we were playing that 4-on-4. I came with Chris just to watch.
Really?
Yeah. You said something really funny that day because you had 6 of y'all or 5 of y'all, and somebody went, "Who's playing defense?" And you looked at him and said, "Everybody but you." And then Chris said, "Who's playing offense?" And you went, "Everybody but you."
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That was the first time I ever met you.
Yeah. How about that? I didn't know that either.
Yep.
I just feel like I've known Brad forever. I just assumed that I had.
Yeah.
But yeah, first time I met Sherm was then. And then we talked about how he wanted to guard me, and Stevie, his buddy, would not allow him. He's like, "No, I got him still." And then we continued to torch them a lot. We beat them pretty bad.
Yeah.
Not just me. It was everybody.
Oh
we,
yeah.
was
it's okay, Sherm. Sherm, it's okay. You came to the good guys. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
All right. It's time now.
It's amazing that we all stop and read the comments at the same
Yeah,
time.
it's bad. It's really bad podcasting. I apologize. All right. Florida State, Joey, you had the question. You put it in the notes. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so I feel like Seminole Twitter has put. I thought it was a spider. That scared me. Woo! Joey don't like spiders. I feel like Seminole Twitter, like, really is going all in on this.
No, you're allowed. You're allowed to go there. Go there. Go there. Give me the Joey. Give it to us.
Yeah.
So like I don't say a whole lot because you guys should say as much as you want to
No,
say because
come on.
because Florida State's really good.
Yeah, come on with it.
But
need
like,
it. They're not really good though.
but here's the thing. Here's my thing.
Flash in the pan.
And I almost said this, like, for 7 years, at least 7, they've been really bad. Really bad.
Yep.
And then last year they were pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First
And then
15, 16 was the last time they had a pulse.
Right.
Yeah.
And then this past year.
Yes.
But like they're creating this national championship or bust situation where it's not. I don't feel like it's the right thing to do. And I do think that the window to do that is 2023.
Yeah.
And the window closes really quickly after that. I'm not saying that it can't be
No.
sustained.
I love it, yeah.
I'm not saying it can't be sustained after that. But I'm saying that they have a lot of older players in the system right now.
Yep.
Guys that have been there, guys that have bought in. Once these guys leave, then you have to have a whole new group of people and make sure they buy in, which I think, personally, I think Norvell can do that. Now, whether they'll have as much talent as Jordan Travis and Trey Benson and we'll say Johnny Wilson because y'all love him, Johnny Wilson, like that's a whole different thing. Like I don't know that the new guys coming in can fill those shoes as easily as say like a Georgia can do it right now because the sustained success isn't quite there yet.
I agree. Brad, go ahead. I'm gonna let you have the first stat bat here.
It's too much. So last year coming in, everyone disrespected Florida State, and we were supposed to win 6 games. So last year was really, really great because the expectations were not there. Every game after 6 was just, hey, we're here. We're not bad. We're best we've been in a long time. This year, those national championship expectations is too much. It's too much. I wish we had more disrespect.
I don't think it is too much. I don't think it's too much.
I think it's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying I think it's too much. Like, to come in and for us to be ranked number 3 when Chad said it just a minute ago, we barely we didn't like blow, other than Miami. We didn't blow anyone out.
Everybody blew out Miami.
Yeah,
so.
everyone blew out Miami. Like
Middle Tennessee and all right, sorry, I'm going.
Yeah, like everyone blew them out. So oh yeah, Tyler said 6'7". Did you know Johnny Wilson 6'7", Tyler?
I was just about to say we got a really good question in the chat. Trey Lee asked, "How tall is Johnny Wilson?" I am, 6'7".
6'7".
I already grew a half-inch over the summer.
Stop that.
I'm just saying.
If they start saying 6'7.5", Johnny Wilson, I can't
Oh
do
my
it.
gosh, it rounds up to 6'8". All right, so
When you're at 6'8", you might as well be 7 foot tall.
oh my god, he's 7-footer. All right, so here's what I think. You want to know what I think, Joey?
I do.
Here's what I think. Personally, I don't like the expectations where they are right now. I don't. I do think they're somewhat warranted. I haven't seen so much the national championship or bust. Like Vegas has them the 8th best odds, 9th best odds to win a national title. I do think as a Seminole fan right now that the expectation should be playoff or bust.
Yes.
You should make because Florida State returns the most production in the entire country.
Yep.
Which alludes to your point earlier about them being older, more veteran, more seasoned players. Like they should be able to handle these moments of adversity that come throughout a season. So they're returning the most production. They didn't lose any coaches off the staff that they did not want to lose.
Key point there.
They just lost one.
Right.
They have not really lost any players that they did not want to lose. We talked about this last week.
Last week, yeah.
If you missed that, go listen. I don't want to have to answer that all over again. But the expectation with Jordan Travis as a Heisman contender, with all the production returning, with them hitting it out of the park again in the portal, has to be, in my opinion, playoffs or bust. Like, and to your point about the window, it is now.
Yeah.
Like, it is right now. Like, 23. Quarterback is the most important position on the field.
Always.
People say offensive line, this or that.
Nope.
I mean, those are important positions.
But that takes 5.
Right.
You can change everything with 1.
Right.
As a quarterback.
Right.
If you have 4 great O linemen and 1 bad one, we call it the fish. You find the fish. Who's the worst one? And I can expose the whole damn thing by picking on the one. Right. That's the thing. But quarterback, we have that. So I think Florida State absolutely. This is their freaking window. This is where the expectation needs to be. It's Florida State. At the end of the day, like you're right, 7 years of awful football. But like where we are presently, that's where it has to be. Now, national championship or bust, I don't think that's fair. Georgia's back-to-back and probably the odds-on favorite again.
As well they should be.
Right. So, like, I don't think you can say...
But they're also replacing their quarterback.
The one position that you can't really afford. Look at it. There it is. There it is, Brad. That's for you. I'll pause everything for you. This is the Brad appreciation moment. Zoom in on him further. You don't have to go. That's good. Joe, you want to read that comment?
B-Rad is clean, my boy. From T. Harrell.
We were fully prepared to drag Brad.
Well, I was ignoring everyone, and then a very wise man, Marty Martinez,
Very wise.
always has my back. Chris will be dragging me at his house, and this is how I know Marty's about to come to my defense. He always starts it like this. Well, that's okay. And then whatever defense it is, and I'm good. But when Marty starts telling me, hey, bud, it's time for a trim, I was like, you know what? It's time for a trim.
Probably about that time, huh?
You look like hell, man.
I was told by
Just
you,
keeping it real.
Marty and everyone. But I'm back. I'm fresh. Thank you, T. Harrell.
Shout out to Hero.
Might as well talk about Josh McCardle real quick.
Yeah, let's go ahead and throw it in there. I'm not done with Florida State.
I'm not either, but let's get the ad read in.
It's a great time because me and Joseph both went to see him this week. We both look a hell of a lot better. We appreciate you, Josh. He is the best guy around. If you don't have a barber, definitely go see him. And even if you do, give him a try because you might change your mind.
Ain't no might. You will.
It's not even about the cut. The cut's great. The cut's always great. But the talk, the experience.
The talk.
You don't get better than him and his wife Christy. They're such phenomenal people. It's again, they were at a lot of our games supporting And he mentioned today, he's like, dude, he said, I started moving, like trying to move clients around to go down Monday. And then he was like, but if I go down Monday, then I'm going down Wednesday too.
Right, that's where I was.
Yeah, he's like, I am going Wednesday. So he's like, I decided not to do it Monday, and then there was no Wednesday, and then I felt bad. I'm like, bro, can't feel bad. That's pretty awesome that they were there, and they went to Clay. I thought that was really cool. But yeah,
Man, if nothing else, I don't mean to be dramatic right here, but with the podcast, right? We've been doing this for a long time.
right.
If nothing else, having gained a relationship with Josh. And even like Brian furthering that,
Right.
And John,
like
our sponsors, like those are the people that like support us like fiscally, and they do. But like the relationships that we've created with them is like so
worth
good.
it.
Like
so
so
worth,
good, like,
worth everything.
Yeah, 1,000%. Like I feel like we should be paying them to talk about them.
Right. I actually agree with
We
that.
can't. But
Yeah,
don't
that's
get any
not
ideas.
happening,
Like
but-
we can't actually do that. But like it's like the perfect partnership. So go see Josh. He literally is, and his wife Christy, they're awesome. Their daughter's awesome. She always comes in and like
hello.
brings like a water or dinner or whatever it is, because he'll cut our hair late at night and have to get his food brought out to him. Like
He does do that occasionally. Gets
I
food,
feel
and then we
really bad when that happens.
Yeah.
Sorry, Josh and Christy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Beth had a great comment about Josh. She said Josh has been the best dude since high school.
Yeah.
She is not wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't know him then, Brad. I don't know if you did. It sounds like you did, but he is an awesome guy.
I mean,
Yeah.
based off of context clues, she can't be wrong. He's cool now. She's vouching for him. So I'm just going to go ahead and say he was probably a cool dude in high school, too.
Touche.
Yeah.
Um,
Shane knew him in high school, and he confirms it. So
Oh, Josh played flag football.
Josh did play flag football with Shane.
Josh actually
And
told me about
T.
that.
Harrell told me about that, too.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
cool.
T. Harrell said he caught a hook and ladder from Demetri Jackson and Shane Nash for a touchdown.
That's pretty interesting.
Nah, I was like, man, this is good stuff.
I love that.
This is good stuff.
Anyways, text Josh 386-247-1430, and then he'll give you the schedule. Get on the schedule. I promise it'll be worth your time.
Absolutely.
There it
So,
is.
All right,
back to Florida State. Oh,
Yes.
nice.
My dad had a comment. We want to read that?
Yeah, go ahead, Brad.
He said if FSU wins big 10-plus wins or goes to the playoffs in 2023, it won't be a problem getting players in 2024. Yes, sir.
I kind of agree with that. Tiara, we appreciate you popping in.
Yep.
I
Go
know,
back to sleep,
I know
buddy.
what you've been up to. We'll holler.
Later, T.
I think that, like you said, and you said this, and I take a little bit of exception with this, and now get Chad Hunter's comment. I need to address that as well. They have pieces that they're going to have to replace,
Right.
No doubt. So is there like a potential drop off? Yes, but I think the level of drop off may not be as steep as what you might be suggesting.
I don't necessarily know that it's going to be steep. I'm just saying that like they'll have to replace a lot.
Yeah, they will. They're going to lose a lot of. They're going to lose.
Yeah, I don't know how easily replaceable those pieces will be. Like I think Jordan Travis is a piece that you don't just plug and play.
No, I agree with that.
I think that's the key piece. Like that's the one I always go back to. Like you know how I feel about running backs. I love certain guys, but plug and play in certain situations.
Most times,
Most
unless
times.
you have a generational guy.
Right, which
We haven't had one since Dalvin, so
yeah, we haven't either. Like
Yeah.
it's been a while. Now I think we got good ones, but
even they're not generational.
plug and play.
Yeah.
But Jordan Travis is he's a different dude, man. He's a gamer. He's a competitor. He can do it with his arms. He can do it with or arm, not both. Maybe both. I don't know.
He
can
did
definitely do it
dribble.
with
He
his
did
legs.
dribble at football one time and then score a touchdown.
Valid. So I mean, yeah, does it with
Arms.
his arms, legs.
Arms.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like
He's got handles.
yeah. So like replacing guys like that. That I think that's where when I say like they have to replace a lot, they have to replace a lot of production going forward.
If you return
And I'm not saying they can't. I'm just saying they have to.
if you return the most production in all of college football, then yeah, most likely you're going to have to obviously in turn replace. So the benefit of returning it, in fairness, you also have to have the like downside of replacing it at some point
Right.
too. But I think that's where like Mike Norvell and company come in.
100% agree.
Derek Ray doesn't get a lot of he's like the GM basically, like managing the roster. He doesn't get enough credit, doesn't get talked about enough. He's really, really vital and important to like literally treating it like an NFL roster. Like we expect this much attrition.
Right.
Like this guy are going pro. This guy's aging out. This guy's probably gonna hit the portal.
Yeah.
Like we need to address this like position group. He's done a really, really good job. That's why the roster looks the way it does.
We'll get to the title in just a minute.
Yeah. Hang tight, Jerry.
Yeah. So yeah. My biggest issue with Florida State Twitter though is not that it's not even that it's national title or bust. It's like they act like they've been here for so long, and this is a very small window of greatness that they're going through right now. And the last 7 years were abysmal. So you just got to calm yourselves a little bit.
That's why they're excited.
And they
The
should
past
be.
7 years have been terrible,
So bad.
and right now we're looking. Here's the part I don't like. I don't like national media jumping on the Florida State bandwagon.
You're gonna have that.
I hate it though.
But
That's
you're
the
gonna have
part
it.
I don't like. All right, there it is. Chad Hunter brought it back up. Let's get to that comment.
Chris can say whatever. We did not beat anybody. I'm happy and hopeful, but I'm a realist.
We just beat who was on the schedule.
Right. With the exception of
Clemson.
Clemson.
We played them extremely tough. Probably should have found a way to win the game. Didn't win it. Florida was on the schedule. We beat them.
Yeah.
Not great. Well, I mean, we go beat Oklahoma. Also not great. But like, you can only beat who's on the schedule.
Yeah, I agree with
Say,
that.
like, have you ever seen Ohio State play? That's what they
Yeah, I
do
mean,
every
that's
season.
literally how they make the playoff every year.
Yeah.
Like I agree with what he's saying that we didn't beat anybody, but like, yeah, all ranked teams lost. Yeah, but like LSU was ranked in the top 10 at the end of the year and we beat them. And I know it's week 0 or whatever, week 1, but that's where they were on the schedule.
Yeah.
Joe, yes, no, you
Yeah.
like.
No, I agree. No.
I mean, I understand. I understand Chad's point. I'm not saying he's totally wrong. I'm just saying I don't dive on that.
You beat
too
LSU.
much.
All ranked teams we lost. You beat LSU. LSU was ranked.
But
at the
they
end of the
weren't
year.
ranked. I don't even know if they were ranked.
I understand they weren't ranked at the
But
time, but at
people
the end of
are
the
weird.
year they were ranked.
People are weird about that. Like
I don't care if they were ranked
we didn't
at the
beat
time.
we didn't beat any ranked opponents. Okay,
don't
we beat 10 people on our schedule.
Right.
It's if they weren't ranked at the time. Okay, like
Yeah.
that's who's on the schedule. Like that's who's on the
You could
schedule.
have lost and you won.
You could, yeah, and in the past 7 years we have lost. So,
A lot. I mean, you've lost a lot,
To,
yeah.
to all of them.
Yeah,
Like
for a long time, we didn't win an opening game. Like, it was a long time.
too
Like,
long.
Swag surfing.
Yeah, Woodley.
Boy, swag surfing.
yeah, those are some tough times.
I'm with Zach right there. We did not beat anybody's not a great argument.
It's not a great argument.
His
but
point is valid. We didn't beat any like major program. Like we dropped Clemson. We should have that would have been a big win.
Yes.
Right? Like
Right.
what was the other one we dropped in there? Somebody else we got beat by.
NC State.
No,
We got beat by
maybe.
I think it was.
who's
Oh, and that was a garbage. That was bad. That was a bad loss.
It was. Like
They had the
19
third string quarterback. in
15
there.
or
He was a
something.
running quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, I don't know.
All right. What's next?
I don't
time to finally get to the title of the show.
The title of the show. What's
Yes.
the title of the show?
LeBum.
LeBum.
And the
LeBum.
and in our show notes actually it says Le Swept. That was very clever by Tyler.
I think it was Clayton actually. Did Clayton
very-
do that one? Or did he just do LeBum?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Do
I'm
we
just
want
gonna, I'm
to?
just gonna pass all credit to Clayton for this.
Yes. Do we want to go ahead and show Clayton's recap?
Well, who did they play? Who did the Lakers play?
The Lakers played Denver.
I knew that.
The Denver Nuggets. They
Denver Nuggets.
played a 4-game series. They lost that 4-game series.
La Fraud.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and put in the comments any titled names in the comments. Let's just see what we can get. Let's just be creative.
I love it.
La Cancun.
Oh, that's the best
That's a good
one.
one.
La Not
La
top
Not-
5.
Oh my
We're
God,
having a good
let's
time,
go.
sitters.
Dude, the sitters are
La
clever.
Fraud.
La Cancun is probably my favorite.
That's pretty good.
La Can't compete.
All right.
All right,
I'm here for this.
the best comment. I don't even know what we're gonna do. Well, Brad will get it tattooed on his forehead.
No, I will not do that. But
La
Brad, show him
Carried.
your forehead.
no.
It's big. He's got a lot of space.
Ooh, man.
All right, let's see.
Clayton asked him how
Ooh,
many
the
games
flop.
did they lose.
Marty
The
with
loser.
The loser.
They lost in 4, Clayton. They lost in 4.
Nuggets in 4.
That's a straight sweep.
Clayton and I had a lot of conversation last week. We really, really enjoyed that series.
All right, play it.
All right. Here's Clayton. Thank you, Clayton, for this.
What's up, sitters? I'm here to give a quick recap of the Western Conference Finals, where my Denver Nuggets swept LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and the Los Angeles Lakers in 4 games. To break down the series pretty quickly, I think it kind of boiled down to the two-man game between Jamal and Jokic. In the earlier games, they tried to go over the screens at the top of the key, which left Jokic open on the roll, and he could either kick to a shooter in the corner or just go up with it himself. Ended game 1 with, I believe, 21 rebounds and 14 assists. And then in games 3 and 4, Jamal kind of took over in the first half because the Lakers started to go under the screens and it left him and other shooters open. Looking forward to the finals. Nuggets in 4.
Nuggets in 4. Good call. Good call
Nuggets
on
in
that.
4.
Listen, if you're not in the on the YouTube version, you should get on it because you got to see Clayton Denver, Steinwick's pretty face there.
Friend of the freaking show, man. That
Big
guy.
friend of the show.
Just a couple ones we left out, or
Yeah.
while that was going on. La hairline, La year 20, La retire,
The loser.
La quit,
La
please.
quit. Good Lord, the hyphen in there. La quit, please. I love it.
Maxwell said he thinks he's Brian Weinhorst.
Oh man, Clayton's awesome with that. I think he nailed it though. Like I think exactly what Denver did to them as
Yeah.
far as like the high pick and roll early,
Yeah.
and then like LA was going over the screen, which allowed the roll portion of the pick and roll
Yep.
to take place, and then they tried to make a little adjustment. They
And
went high
Denver-
pick and roll, and
and
they went
Denver-
under, and
yeah.
they shot them the freak out of it. So, let me ask you this, Joe. You're a basketball guy.
I am.
Because I think the high pick and roll with somebody that can handle it and somebody that can play like Jokic is extremely difficult to defend.
It is.
Is it almost like a cheat code when you have two guys that can like that?
When you have somebody as big as Jokic is, or Jokic, as some people call him.
Jokic. Clayton calls it Jokic, so
That's
he
probably
can't
right.
be wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, when you have somebody that big that can handle it like that and also shoot it like that, but he also is a really good passer. He's really the complete player. And if you use him in the right situation, he's also like kind of like Paul Pierce. He like lulls you to sleep a little bit with how slow he looks and moves, and then it's bam, then it's go time. But when you have that, it is almost like a cheat code because they have the perfect little group there. Like they have shooters, they have Murray who can kind of he's a scorer, he's a slasher.
Yeah.
And then
He can flat score. You nailed it.
yeah, he can score.
Yeah.
Your point guard setting screens for your 7-foot center in clutch time is just insane, is what Clayton just said.
So we have to talk about the LeBron hate a little bit. Can we all
Okay.
clarify our position on LeBron?
All right, 1 second. I'll go ahead and start here because I do give a
hell
lot
yeah.
of
Here we
LeBron
go.
hate.
Here it comes.
Oh no, wait,
In his-
Clayton Wojciechowski.
Yeah, what was you asking? Hey, look at the camera, Brad.
Yeah.
With a Laker hat on right now.
I've explained
we know,
it.
we know,
I
we
won't
know,
explain it
we
again.
know.
But the thing about LeBron James is this: he actually had a comment earlier this week where he said he's still better than 90% of the players in the league. He's not wrong. That guy is incredibly talented. He is a good damn basketball player. If you think he's not good, you don't know basketball. I'll go ahead and say that. That's not why I don't like him. I don't like him because of things we don't talk about on this podcast when he gets into politics and things. So I'll go ahead and leave that alone. But that guy can flat out play. He also frustrates me when he does things like he decides he wants to be a shooter. I was watching the last game of my nephew, and he's like, why is he playing so well? I was like, he was shooting well, yes, but he was going inside, and he was doing what he could do. I said he could literally do that every single time if he wanted to. And that's true. Nobody can stop that. I don't care who you are. You're not going to stop that. He's either going to score or he's going to draw the foul. That guy is extremely talented. My LeBron hate has nothing to do with how he plays.
I will co-sign that to an extent. I don't even care about the political side of it. For me, it's the
doesn't bother me.
competitor part of it.
Yep.
Like, you will not compete, sir, and you can take over any and every game at any point in time. Your team should never lose. And I understand he tried to take over games, and he did. He scored, 31 in the first half or something?
Yeah,
crazy
31
like
in the
that?
first half.
Ended with 41, I believe, or something like that?
40.
40? Here's my issue. I think LeBron delves in things he shouldn't. You're not the GM. How about you let them handle the roster?
Yes.
He makes too many general manager moves, and they all are terrible. They all blow up in his own face. So,
Every time.
how about you just be the basketball player, bro?
Yep.
You're really freaking good at that.
Cosign.
When you want to be good at that. My thing is, I have no empathy for somebody. First of all, he's got more money than anybody knows what to do.
Right.
Brad did that right now, by the way.
I know.
I don't. My LeBron dislike or distaste is because he doesn't compete how he should, and he doesn't let people do their job, in my opinion. So that's just where I'm at. Let the GM or the head coach be the head coach. Let the GM be the GM, and you just go put the ball through the bucket, baby, because you're good at that.
Yes.
Joey?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna read a couple of comments. Chandler Collins said LeBron is the second best player of all time, but also the most frustrating to watch. He plays small sometimes when he can literally score anytime he wants. The dog is small in that one. Chad Hunter said, I'm not saying he's the GOAT. LOL. Clayton, all I'm saying is Jamal Murray clamped him with the game on the line. Maul ain't clamping MJ in clutch time. Maxwell said not top 5. Marty said he's not consistent and not a 3-point shooter. So, and I've said this 1,003 times before on this podcast. I will never say a bad word about LeBron James, the human being.
My God, yes.
I think he is such an incredible human being.
Thank you for saying that.
And is such an incredible father, an incredible husband. Like, to be in the spotlight for as long as he's been in the spotlight and never have anything negative about his personal life is simply unbelievable.
Which means he's probably a good dude.
I think he's a good dude.
If for nothing to ever have come out or leaked or whatever, his circle's not that tight.
No.
He's just probably a genuinely good dude.
And I love watching him interact with other humans.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I genuinely enjoy watching him interact with other people. So like, that's not what I'm talking about. You said it a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
The competitor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like. LeBron James is the most talented basketball player I've ever laid my eyes on with my own eyes.
Yep.
He's the most talented player I've ever seen play the game. I would not have him on my team because I can't. I don't like the competitor that he is. If you're a competitor, you're not going to cry about every single thing that doesn't go your way. You're just going to get back and play defense. Or you're going to get back in the offensive set and you're going to run the offensive set with your teammates.
Yeah.
Like, he makes everything so much about, and I don't think he does it on purpose. I really don't. I don't think he does. I think it's just the era that he plays in, and that sucks for him that he plays in this era where people cry a lot. Because he's not the only one. James Harden cries all the time too.
Yep.
They don't win though.
Steph Curry cries all the time too.
He wins.
Yeah, but
My argument's debunked.
but who does win in this era right now? LeBron and Steph,
Yeah.
right? I mean, LeBron's had help with winning with Dwayne Wade and with Kyrie, but he still wins.
Yeah.
And of course, Steph has had people that helped him win too, and Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant ain't winning anything on his own.
No, I just wanted to. I don't want to go on a LeBron love fest, but I just didn't like. We were
Yeah.
on a LeBron attack rally, and I'm here for it. And I don't want to call the attack rally off. I'm just saying, like, it's not so much like hate the person of LeBron, but like my dad just did it. Drama queen. Like, I can't stand that. I cannot.
Yeah.
I hate it. I don't watch NBA at all for that reason. The Nuggets are cool because they play good basketball. But but here's the thing too. The Nuggets actually play basketball. Wouldn't you agree with that, Joe?
Yeah, 100%.
Like the brand of like high pick and roll is unheard of now. It's not an ISO ball just kicking out to a 3-point shooter who's 8 feet behind the line. He's open there, so he's just going to jack it up from there. I can't stand watching that basketball. I hate that. But I do love like the beauty of basketball, like actually like it running like a
Back
system.
when they ran sets and
Like
stuff.
yeah, there's always a method to the madness, but like that's the brand of basketball that I can identify with.
Right. Yeah.
I don't like watch. If I want to watch people just jack up threes all over the place, I'll go to third period PE because they get their shots up, baby.
Maxwell said, "I hate the LeBron talent take. Bro has to be top 3 most bagless player I've ever seen in my life. I would rather hear you say he's the most dominant. Saying he is the most talented is gross. He's not the most dominant because Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille?
Not Shaquille. Shaquille.
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal existed, and he's the most dominant player that's ever played the sport.
Okay, but
And it's
Maxwell's not totally wrong right here. Like when I think of skilled basketball players, I think Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant, James Harden.
I don't think skilled whenever I think skilled scorer.
But that when we don't think
But,
skilled
like,
defender.
We're talking about well-rounded.
I'm
you don't
talking
think
about
of-
just overall skill. Like LeBron can play defense, he just chooses not to.
Yeah.
Right, he's a
But
great passer.
early in his career, he
But-
played defense. He passed.
But when you think of skilled player, you
But he can also
immediately
score.
go to offensively.
That's where I go.
okay, y'all might. I go to basketball player, like talented basketball wise, like being able to do anything
I
on the
think
court.
Maxwell is referring to like offensively,
I mean, that's fine.
skilled.
That's fine. But like I said, to me, in my opinion,
Because I know some really people that are not skilled at all that can play defense.
100%.
That's why I don't think of defensive as like skilled. Because you're just a dog. You're a freaking competitor, and I love them now. Don't get me wrong.
No, I agree.
But, like,
I'm with you.
like Patrick Beverly, he's not all that skilled.
That was
but
literally my
he's
go-to.
a
Yeah.
pest.
Right.
So when I think of skilled, I think of offensive. And I don't know that like Maxwell's take is all that outlandish, saying that he's not like top 5 skilled. He doesn't have a whole lot of like, doesn't shoot it overly well. He passes very good. He has a very high IQ,
He can do that.
but he doesn't handle it like overly well all the time.
Yeah, we disagree on what talent is, I guess, because I
No,
think
not talent, skilled.
He's not
Yeah,
talking
I'm
to
talking about them in the chat.
Oh, okay. I didn't read the
Yeah,
comment. Sorry.
because
Well, my nephew asked me the other day when I told him my take on.
I can't defend Maxwell's comment. LeBron has talent, in my opinion.
Yeah, my nephew asked me when I said he could do that every time. He's like, "Why don't he?" I said, "Because it's not pretty." That's why LeBron doesn't do it. It's not pretty. He likes to hit that 3-point shot.
It's also hard.
It is hard. It's hard on the body. And
when you're tired as hell in one-on-one basketball, I'm jacking the 3 up, baby. I'm not going to the paint.
Oh yeah, but I believe it's more. It's not pretty. I mean, that's LeBron James. I think that guy could go for a whole 48-minute basketball game and do that every time.
Been doing it for forever. So I agree.
Comments are just haters. They hate the guy and they can't see how great he is.
That's
which is
fine.
I was gonna say, Chad thought we were haters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all made me to defend LeBron James, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like doing it either.
I don't want to do that.
Because like MJ's obviously the greatest basketball player I've ever witnessed. For me, he's like it's not even that close.
And then Chan, it was Kobe's second. Just so you know, Chan.
What'd you say?
Chan said LeBron was the second best. I was letting him know that that's not correct, but I'm an expert opinion apparently. So just so you know.
So wait, who's the second best player of all time?
Kobe Bryant.
No, it's not Kobe Bryant.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
LeBradford. Good one. That's a good one.
That's mean.
Yeah.
I would never call you LeRolf.
Well, because you didn't think of it. Sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
Like Tyler said, you won't find 3 guys with more hatred. I see that now.
That's why we had to. That's why we absolutely had to get our make sure our slander was correct.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right. Someone drive us, Bradford. Freak.
So
Joey.
there's also more basketball going on besides Denver. The Heat are playing. Currently, the series got extended yesterday. Joey and I are actually talking on the way here. Jimmy Butler's fun to watch. That guy's fun. Jimmy Buckets.
He said LeBuckets. He was gonna say LeBuckets.
We're sending a lot of love.
LeDum right there.
Oh, was dumb.
Oh man.
I'm not addressing that. Leave it alone, Joe. We gotta have podcasts to record. They can hash it out in the comments.
Tyler, you actually said, Brad, I won't lie, Kobe isn't top 5.
Oh,
Yax, I need you to put your top 5 in the chat right now. Put your top 5 in the chat.
Yeah,
and
you
then
don't
we'll
have
talk.
Kobe in the top. It's like all the players, man. They're like, if Kobe's not in the top 5, you don't know what you're talking about. And Yaks, that's coming from the
all the
players.
players say that. I don't think the players
Most
say
of
that.
them say that. Like,
I don't know about that.
All
Anyways,
right.
off topic.
All right.
Let's get back on topic. Who do you think presents the better matchup for the Nuggets, the Heat or the Celtics?
Heat probably.
I think so too.
I think it's Jimmy and then Bam. I feel like they're the two that can handle the best. Yeah. Maybe not.
I don't think Horford can handle Jokic anymore.
No, I don't either.
Oh, no.
Oh God, no. He ain't been on handling for 10 years.
Horford still gets buckets. He's
shot
like
very
722 years old, but he still gets buckets. It's pretty impressive, actually.
Dude, he played in the Florida National Championship team in
2006.
Oh my God.
He played in 06 and 07 at Florida,
He
and
might
then
be more
left.
durable than LeBron.
Stop it.
All right,
MJ,
I'm saying.
LeBron, Kareem, Magic, Shaq. I actually don't hate that.
I don't hate
Not
that
a bad
either.
list, but that's his. He's allowed to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Clayton said Heat, Schmeat, Nuggets, and Foe.
I will say I agree. The Nuggets are going to win. That's what I think. They're really, really good. Jokic, man, the way he took over that last game, especially me and Clayton have alluded to it. That last 3-point shot he hit, where he shot it from behind his head as he was stepping behind the 3-point line.
That was a Cody Horn shot.
That
Yeah.
was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have went in and was a Cody Horn shot. You're right.
That's how he shoots. Cody
Yeah.
shot every ball like that. Brian Dix will sometimes shoot like that a little
A
bit.
lot of times, not just sometimes.
Maybe every time. No, I'm saying no. It's a good thing. If we just compared them to Jokic,
I know.
the
It was
NBA
kind of a crazy
MVP.
shot. It was kind of a crazy shot.
Those guys shoot the ball from back here.
So does Charlie Cowan.
Charles'
He
arms
goes
were
from
so
in,
long.
Yeah, he goes from in front. Anyways, yeah.
We're getting derailed.
We are
We're
getting
talking
derailed.
about people in Lake City's basketball shot.
Clayton said Celtics are a tougher matchup. Easily, they could use Horford and Williams the way AD and whatever that says. I can't see that played.
I don't know, Clayton. I'll say the same thing about the Heat that I said about the Panthers. They're scrappy, man. Like they play hard. Bam played really bad last game, and
Keep going, Brad. Damn.
Bam
You're
played-
talking. You finish your
Sorry,
comment. We can laugh at the
yeah, y'all
comments.
started laughing. Bam played really, really bad last game, but I think that's gonna be a tough matchup, man. I think outside of Tatum and Brown. I mean, Horford gets some buckets, but he shot really, really bad this series. He's actually shot bad for most of the playoffs. Where do they get their offense from? Because Marcus Smart's not good.
No, he clamps.
He's streaky at best, though. If he gets high, he'll get hot.
Yeah, but who was the player? J.R. Smith years ago. He was the same way. Some nights he'd go 1 for 19. Some nights he'd go 12 for 16. You never knew what you're going to get with that guy.
Yeah.
He'd play hard defense, but some nights he'd drop 40, some nights he'd drop 4.
Yeah. Who do you think ultimately wins the series? It's 3-1 right now, Heat. Who do you think wins it?
I think Miami wins it.
I still think Miami wins.
I mean, 3-1. Like that's a lot of wins in a row there, sir.
Yeah.
I think Miami still wins it, but I'm kind of on the edge there. I think if Boston wins the next game, they may come back and win it.
First team to ever come back from 3-0?
They may be.
I can't see it. I cannot see it. So it means it's going to happen.
I know another Boston team that came back from there. Sorry.
Boo.
It was the Red Sox.
You're right.
We know. Yeah, we know. I got the Heat, and then I got a fun series between them and the Nuggets.
Yeah.
I love it.
Go 7.
And we are. If Christy's in the comments, we are definitely discussing that. That's topic 5.
So apparently Florida just won on a walk-off.
Yeah?
Yeah, apparently Florida just won on a
Dadgummit.
walk-off.
Why is it not on TV? Because our podcast would suffer. That's why.
That's
Yes.
exactly
Never mind.
why.
Stupid question.
There's a reason
Yeah.
I sit on this side of the table now.
Yeah, we had to put you here. Like, seriously.
Oh, I know.
A kid in timeout. You're in the corner.
I've been in timeout.
Your back is to the TV because
I
you
know.
cannot
A
handle
lot of
it.
kid talk tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. What does it?
Chandler said louder, Tyler, so I just want to make sure that we address that comment. Very important comment in the chat. The Red Sox came back.
Oh, Chandler's a Red Sox fan now? Or is he back to being a Braves fan? Who knows at this point?
Big Poppy.
AL and NL team. I got to respect that.
All right. So Florida just wanted to walk off. Do we want to talk about some little college baseball? Florida State season is over for baseball. Softball, not so much. But baseball, it's okay. They're packing it in. But you know whose season is not over?
The Florida Gators.
The Gators.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Caglione, is that how you say his name?
Caglione is how you say his name, but he did not hit the walk-off, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
He's so good, though.
BT.
He rakes.
BT, I don't even remember his last. I know his last name. I can't say it. But he's who hit the walk-off.
Okay.
Bev texted me that. Is the only reason I know that.
Does Florida have a legitimate chance to win it all in
Yeah.
Omaha?
Yeah.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
Who's the favorite? Tyler, can you look that up while we banter back and forth? Joey, so who does Florida play next? Do you know?
I don't have any idea.
Sorry.
It's okay.
That's a bad question.
I know they're in the SEC tournament right now, and I know that they're going to host the regional, probably host the super regional.
If Florida
if they win.
if Florida is to win it all, how does that happen?
They have to continue to swing it the way they've been swinging it.
I think so too.
Like they hit it 1 through 9, like Wyatt Langford, Caglione, Shellnut, local kid.
So is
Langford's a local kid too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's from Trenton, right?
Yeah, he's from
Trenton
Trenton.
Thunder. What a cool freaking name that is.
Yeah, agreed.
Dude, I think that's the key. I think Florida has to continue to swing it.
Yeah,
That lineup is so dangerous, like you just said, 1 through 9.
yeah,
Like, good luck.
yeah. It's tough to go through that lineup 3 times and not get beat around a little
There's
bit.
not an out. Like, there's not like a
No, there's-
you know how it is.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
there's even back to Columbia. I thought the bottom half of your lineup in high school baseball, you're gonna find outs. There's outs there. I thought they freaking battled. They had
Yeah.
at bats.
work pitch counts. Even if they weren't making like they weren't getting on base every time, they were productive outs.
Yes,
And that's how Florida's is. Florida's productive 1 through 9.
I agree. But they're a little bit more than productive.
Oh yeah, well yeah,
Their
they
production isn't just a good at
Can, yeah,
bat.
they can go deep 1 through 9.
Yeah. Their production is like gap, double,
Right. Yeah.
bomb.
Just an update. Florida is
Fourth, right? Yeah.
at plus 1,000.
Who is first? Florida. Whoa. Florida is plus 1,000
Yeah.
right now.
That's not that good of odds.
10 to 1's not terrible.
10-1 for
not-
that.
For
For
the
that.
fourth best team in the fourth best team in the country.
For that team,
Wake
I
Forest,
like 10-1
I
personally.
love that.
Wake Forest and LSU are tied for first at plus 450, 4.5 to 1.
See, I don't think
Arkansas-
that's great odds.
No, Arkansas 9 to 1.
I will say LSU's probably the most talented team in
I was
college
going to say
baseball.
LSU. Where are they at LSU wise?
Second plus 450, 4.5 to 1.
Okay, sorry.
No, sorry,
I missed
first.
that.
They're tied for first.
Wake and
Wake and LSU are tied for first.
yeah, I would take Florida at plus 1,000, 10-1 odds. Bev nailed it. The most dangerous lineup. I agree.
Ryapel,
Ryopel.
BT Ryapel.
Thanks, Beth. Beth.
Beth is on her game. There's a Bev and a Beth in here right now. It's kind of
love it.
confusing. Go down. Yeah, Wake Forest. Wake Forest has a chance because they pitch.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. Like you can. There's times where you can go cold at the plate, and you can do that 1 through 9 at any point. But
Yeah.
pitching is always going to be there. Even if you can, you don't have your best stuff, you can kind of compete a little bit on the mound.
I agree.
So that gives Wake Forest, I think, I don't know about the edge, but I think it gives them. I think that's why they're plus 450 and Florida's plus 1,000.
I agree. Especially knowing they have more than one arm. I think that's like the key. Especially when
Yeah,
it
Wake
comes
Forest
to
has plenty of them.
That's what I'm
Florida,
saying.
Florida has arms too, but Florida's even their Friday night guys been beat up this year a time
Yeah.
or two. So
But they've been able to weather that because of the freaking lineup.
right, yeah, exactly.
College baseball. Would you rather have what Florida has, killer offense, or what Wake has?
Any baseball, give me pitching and defense.
I was
I
gonna say
agree,
pitching.
100%.
I agree.
Although there's some, like you said, there's something to be said about going through a lineup and knowing 1 through 9 can beat you. It's scary.
You daggone right. There's not an out. Like now you're like you put like I think not to relive a nightmare, but like American Heritage, how they put so much pressure on you guys
Yes.
with the bunt. That added so much pressure. Like you couldn't make a mistake.
And when they got 2 strikes, they literally just looked to just flip the ball the other way.
Yeah, their two-strike approach is really good.
It was.
They were a great baseball team. But with that being said, like Florida, like
I was also a pitcher, so maybe that's why.
I'm a catcher.
No, I
guess,
think it's true no
too,
matter what.
so
Florida plays LSU Thursday.
Florida plays LSU. Ooh, tune
I'm
in,
new to
baby.
baseball, but I will say, give me the good defense.
Yeah, pitching and defense. I mean, it's no different than any other sport. Defense wins championships.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
pitching and defense.
Yeah,
wins-
offense is going to bring like butts in the seat,
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's going to come down to defense.
Well, it's like the Rays with that pitcher they have right now, McClanahan.
Very good, McClanahan.
He that dude. Anytime he
Okay,
pitches,
Brad.
that's where I go. Like,
Okay.
I will put a rooting interest on him any day. That team.
Yeah, you're 2 years late on him, but I like it. At least you're to the party now.
McClanahan, nice job. He's probably Irish. He's probably like you.
He's
Best friends.
He's probably your kind of guy.
Your kind of guy. His beard probably doesn't look as good as yours.
Oh, okay.
See, look at you.
I thought you were gonna get slandered.
Yeah,
No, sir.
no,
We're going-
I
we're going to
cannot
do-
because by slandering him, I slander Josh McCardle, and I'm not going to do that.
And that's not
We're
happening.
not. We don't allow that. Let's get us out of here, man.
Oh wait, we got to do one more ad read.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the country club.
Oh my gosh, yeah. How could I forget that?
Yes, Brooks Koepka would be lucky to go play at the country club. It'd be a great time for him because they have great greens, great food, and he'd probably be the best player there because he's one of the best players in the
No,
world.
nope, there's not problem.
Okay, Brad. I mean, yeah, Terry Hunter's awesome, but
No, we do love Terry Hunter now.
No, he's-
Terry Hunter can play.
he's good.
He's good.
He ain't Brooks Koepka good.
Ooh,
Well,
not,
Joseph-
not many are.
Do you want to give him the number?
Yeah, number is 386-752-2266 to the Country Club at Lake City. The greens, you said the greens are good. They are getting better. They were punched a couple of weeks ago to let them grow and all that, and they're getting close.
They'll be primed for summer though.
Yeah,
They'll
they're
be
good
primed
now.
for
They'll be
summer.
great later.
Yep.
Say, this weekend, I don't know if you guys have looked at the weather. Ooh.
It's cooling down, right?
Oh, it's a good golf weekend.
Oh,
Y'all want to play?
yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's go shoot a
Done
short.
deal.
Let's go shoot some videos of Brad chunking the shit out of
Oh
his
my
driver.
God, I can't wait.
All right, stay tuned. We're gonna watch Brad probably break the driver head off of a shaft.
Yeah, he's not swinging mine.
He can swing mine. I got one.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else we need to
Austin
talk about?
Dukes did that. No.
I think we should. I don't know what. Just something.
Something else to talk about?
I got something.
Why not?
Jesus,
I
man.
got something. The other night, I was watching the Red Sox and the Angels.
Of
course we will. Oh, no. Yeah. Let's go. Let's
All
go.
right,
Let's
do
talk
that
about
and
this.
talk to Brad.
I'll talk.
Go ahead.
So, Bradford,
Yes, sir.
first of all, you are rooting against the Red Sox tonight.
I am currently, yes.
The Red Sox are losing 4-0.
I know.
But what I wanted to talk to was Joseph. Joey, I texted you the other night.
Yep.
My beloved Red Sox were playing the Angels, Mike Trout's team, famously. First at bat, Mike Trout had. What did I text you?
What was the situation again?
The bases were loaded. No, so this was the second at bat. Bases
bat.
were loaded with 2 outs.
What was the score?
0-0 at the time.
So 0-0, bases loaded, 2 outs.
Greatest baseball player on earth is up.
Mike Trout's up.
You know who's pitching?
Doesn't matter. It's a strikeout.
It's a strikeout.
Done deal.
The Red Sox fifth man who's fighting for a rotation spot at this point, literally
Yeah.
fighting his life. Everyone thinks he's going to go to the bullpen. You know why he's not?
Because he struck out Mike Trout
Because he
twice.
struck out Mike Trout twice.
Did he do it again?
Yeah.
Red Sox have-
Later in the game?
Yeah.
The anti-clutch.
Yeah.
The LeBron James without the championships. He's James Harden. I've told you guys this.
Red Sox have a pretty good pitching staff. If they could only get an offense, they'd be great.
Hey, this is Mike Trout here right now.
Nope. It's,
We're not
it's
worried
the
about
opposite of that Bradford, but that's okay.
We're
They're
not worried
just
about the
in a
Red
down
Sox.
spot.
We're
Scored
not worried
one
about the
run
Red
in
Sox. This
32
is
innings.
strictly to hate on Mike Trout. The anti-clutch.
That's the only reason I was allowed to talk about the Red Sox.
The anti-clutch. Mike Trout.
There you go.
James Harden.
Sorry he doesn't hit 1,000 for you. It's okay. Thanks, though.
I'm sorry he doesn't win games for your team. Find the playoffs, Yaxley.
The Angels won that night. Sorry.
Yeah, I know they did.
Okay.
You know who it wasn't because of?
Mike Trout.
Mike Trout, because he probably went over in meaningful situations, because that's what he does. He goes over in any situation.
Oh my God,
that
it's
is
like Mookie
remotely.
Betts.
No, Mookie Betts has hit game winners.
That's not
before.
true. I've never seen him.
We gotta address Chad's comment.
He said he's so confused about his dad. Is that what he said?
Yeah, somebody
because your
said-
dad's a stud. He's
Yeah,
a
somebody
stud
said
country
Terry
club.
Hunter is like one of the best golfers in Lake City, which I agree with.
Yeah,
That's where it came from.
that's only why. That's the only reason why. We love Terry Hunter.
Yeah,
Always.
it literally is in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in the comments.
I think Chan put it, or somebody. Said
Mickey
Terry
Mantle
Hunter.
better. Yeah. Mickey Mantle's definitely better. Chrissy McCardle said Rhea Pele.
Rhea
with the
Pele.
walk off.
That's big time.
I would say go Gators, but I don't like Sully, so
All right.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we don't.
Woo!
Yeah.
I think that's the first time you've said that on this podcast.
no, it's not.
Oh God, no, dude.
No?
No.
Dude, he talked about that guy's habits on here before.
It's funny.
That was probably when I was drinking these way too often.
We're gonna close it out with this before we get canceled.
All right. That's going to be it for Night Sitters. This has been Bradford Douglas along with Joey Edge, Chris Martinez, and producer Rolf. And we are Front Porch Sitting. See you next time, Sitters.